Welcome to the second cast of today. This one's been sent in by Ishi. Again. I'm not too sure which one it is. Right. This seems to be Final Duel, which is a Galactic War map. His opponent is Votho-Zunnuatt from the Seraphim realm of Outsiders. And Ishi is Keaffaber, UEF. So this is going to be quite interesting. On this map, you've got quite a civilian. You've got 3 rocks to reclaim and quite a small number of mini rocks, and it's the same for the bottom side, but it's increased by another 1 extra rock. Didn't quite see that one before. I think I'll be going nowhere. I'll be going in the future. On the bottom right hand corner of that particular area, you've got 2 AA turrets and 2 land PD, and you've got a nice Aeon residential structure. Same from the top. So this map is identically symmetrical to both sides, so this is going to be quite an interesting game. So let's see what both players are doing. Obviously, Ishi's going to be using his issue to build the mass extractors, while he's got his engineers to build the hydrocarbon plough plant. However, the Seraphim is changing his plan just a bit. He is building a hydrocarbon plough point with the engineer, so he's assisting that, so he's building it faster than anywhere else. He does have a nice little bit of reclaim in his base, a nice rock and a few little rocks. As you can see, he's building an air factory, so he wants to go full on air. He wants to get early air up, because if you get early up, and you know exactly what you're doing on this map, it can be an absolute brilliant killer of a game. Obviously, he's using his ACU to build 2 land factories. And he's using his engineers to build the power generators, so it's all pretty much all game. He is using his engineer to kind of push up through the middle, claim the mass extractors over here as well. While Ishi, on the other hand, is going for a perfect land factory on the hill. So he can build engineers to capture the 3 mexes, as well as the hydrocarbon plough plant, and bomb anything that comes in the range of the hill, and destroy any Sera idiots that are coming into place. As we can see, the Sera is going for the beacon of GW, so that means he wants to get his reinforcements in as fast as possible by the looks of it. As we can see, we have got an early scout by the Seraphim, going straight through the middle. So this is going to be an interesting game, because we do have a scout and a MA-12. He's slowly protecting the second base that Ishi wants to start building. As you can see, he's got a nice little eco build here. He's gonna wall it. He's gonna put power generators around the radar, so it's in a nice little fortified position. So the question is, what are both players gonna do? Since Ishi does have the air up, he is trying to bottleneck his entire base with walls. What a fucking stupid idea that is. So he is building 4 more land factories and a second air factory with power generators, power storage, as well as a T1 radar, looking at this, and a T1 air defense. Let's just double check that build, because that does seem to be there. Yep, T1 air, 2 air defenses, and a PD. So that seems to be quite an interesting build plan there. As you can see, the Seraphim has now got 3 land factories up and is now starting to rush. Ishi has brought his reinforcements in, which is a big T1 land mass. So the question on the face is, what will the Seraphim bring in? He has shown his units a bit too early to the Seraphim commander. The Seraphim commander will be in high retreat. He's going for the bricks, which is key in this game. Equal above your enemy. And he's failed to do 2 bricks. an epic Seraphim fail, as normal. But he is bringing his reinforcements in now. Oh, crap. Ishii's in big shit now. He has 3 T3 tanks coming in, 1 T3 mobile generator, and a T3 heavy artillery. Ho, ho, ho. That will cause Ishii some pain and heartache. Has he got his, he hasn't got any power generators up yet, or any storage, so this is going to be an absolute whitewash. As you can see, Ishii is just seeing that blast one of his units straight into oblivion. He is trying to push against as the Seraphim commander, but you can't do anything against when you got T3 tanks in like that. So Ishii is now in high retreat. He's pulling himself out there as fast as possible. But then again, the Seraphim in quick reach. The Seraphim are coming straight at him. Ishii is losing health fast. The Seraphim commander should have pushed towards Ishii, because Ishii doesn't have anything to stop him. Instead, he's got them to slowly come with his ACU. Bad idea. Ishii is now building power storage, but will he have enough by the time they hit him? He's on 2,000, he's at +1, 2. So he is power draining quite badly here. But he can see where the commander is. One of the T3 tanks is peeling off, he can see that. But the other 2 are coming straight for his commander. He does have 1 OC ready and waiting. So the tanks are coming right for him, but he's turning around. He has took one of the tanks out of play. The question is, can he take it? But he does have the T3 radar of the Seraphim is now in play, and it will. Oh no, he doesn't have enough. The Seraphim commander is struggling really bad in power, so that's going to be a major disappointment by the Seraphim commander. But oh, she does have some units in response to this. And it's... oh, we've got the Perseus involved now. So, it's T3 versus T3. And you've got the Perseus involved. Oh, say bye-bye to the T3 bots, because they're going to get their ass absolutely handed to them now. However, the T3 Arty is still in play, and he is raining hell down on units. But Ishii is attacked the T3 tank, and his Percivals should be closing in on the T3 tank, but he is being assaulted by the four T1 units. He should have enough to kill it, but he doesn't. So that's a big disappointment. As we see, there's a T2 point defense going up by the Seraphim. So he's using the Percivals to defend himself against the T1 tanks. That's what you call epic overkill. As you see, we've got T2 tanks in the base of Ishii, but they're not doing much. They haven't pushed through. They haven't pushed through to kill the power generator that's directly in front of him. They're sat there waiting to be attacked. It's a bad move, though, really, but as you can see, the Percivals are pushing in by themselves. They are taking out the radar. They are heading straight towards the ACU, and he's OC'd. Yep, the Percivals did the job. Distracted him so he can take out the T3 artillery. Which you can clearly see, it's now dead. So the problem Ishii has now is, he's getting more land factories up. So the problem Ishii has is he can't produce enough units to really do anything. But he has brought a second. His third Percival isn't playing out. So the Seraphim commander has to be shitting himself, because he could have had Ishii very, very, 4 minutes ago, but he is giving Ishii the commanding of the doubt, which is not a good idea. It certainly isn't a good idea. Because Ishii will kill you if given the opportunity. As you can see, the Seraphine Commander is slowly pushing through with his T2 bot and the T3 assault unit. But the assault unit is quickly in betrayal because he's just realised that the Percival is still there. So he's pulling that back under the shield. The shield is still at 99%. So the shield is taking very, very large amounts of damage. So the shield can last for at least 6 to 7 Percival shots in its shield. That's absolutely amazing. But Ishii is now pushing in with his ACU and his units are there. So no C has took the shield down. So that's brilliant. So that now leaves the Percival to attack the T3 tank. But he's using his T1 as collateral damage in this process. That's brilliant play. But Ishii's ACU is in big trouble. Down to 400 HP. And he kills the T3 tank. He's walking on fucking water at the moment. That is absolutely risky gameplay. He could have went up, he could have lost his ACU unless he had auto recall. But that is risky gameplay to say the least. He got away with it. Just about. His ACU is on fire, as you can clearly see. Look at it, there it is at the hip. He's got a leaky gas tank. So his ACU could go at any time. But he is using his T1 units to attack the Seraphine Commander. So the Seraphine Commander is really in big trouble now. So he's got a load of UEF coming at him now. However, Ishii is doing a smart thing, is keeping the Percival just out of range of the enemy's ACU. But he's keeping his T1 units occupying the ACU as well as the units around him. So at the moment, the Seraphine Commander pretty much has relied on his T3 reinforcements throughout this game. He hasn't really done much in unit-wise. So this is a good game because he's going to be going down from the Percival shots in a minute. But he's missed one of them. There he goes. He's trying to overcharge. So he was down to 400 HP. So that was the last resort, basically, of OCing the Percival. But this is where the good old UEF come into play. If you take one down, oh, that's nice. That paid nowhere when I wanted it. If you take one down, you're risking bringing the wrath of the entire UEF army on you. And that's what's happening now. He's bringing all T1 units he has to go after the Seraphine Commander. He's doing everything. He is upgrading to the T2 arm because he needs the health and he needs the regeneration. So, as the UEF start closing in... Oh no, he's backed them off now. So he's waiting for his ACU to be done. So he's going to regroup all of his units and do one big massive push. So the Seraphine Commander really should recall now because he's lost this game. He knows he's lost it. Unless he can pull some T3 out the bag, he has pretty much lost it. So recalling now is a safe way to say... we haven't lost, but he does have an engineer on the hill. This is a fail by the Seraphine. He has 3 mass points here. Even at 2 T1, that's plus 6 mass a second. Even though he is actually averaging out and beating the UEF Commander, but the UEF Commander does have it all in storage, basically, but he's at minus 26, 25. He should be using that, which would put him down to about... well, enough, really, to upgrade that and still not have so much downfall in his mass income. As you can see, Ishii's done that. He's built his mass points. He's done exactly what he needed to do. But unfortunately, the Seraphim Commander actually hasn't built the mass points. He hasn't used the full advantage of the map to his own advantage, which is a big, massive fail in my mark. There you go. His ACU is now T2 on the UEF. But he is planning some more Hocus Pocus buildings, say at least, really, isn't he? Not the best place to put it, because that power generator will not get built. The storage won't get built on that because it's too much of a gradient. Let's double check that. We'll come back to that because I don't believe you will. So at the moment, the Seraphim Commander is doing weird shit with his units. He's all of his units are assisting one tank. That's just bollocks. It's the worst piece of shit I've seen in a while. You don't do that. You group them together, then you push. It's what you should be doing anyway. But nonetheless, obviously, this isn't a good play for the Seraphim. So he doesn't know exactly what he's doing at the moment. He's put his T3 assault bots in front of his T1. Should be the other way around. You use your T1. If you've got T2, use your T1 as cannon fodder. Then you use your T2 to then start killing them. So it's more T2 are more like backup at this point. You see, he's actually all of a sudden now decided to go, yeah, I need the mass points, I'll build them. At 15 minutes into the game, it's too late, it's game over. As you can see, the Seraphim Commander has actually built units now. He is going to push. But that's not good. He's waited too long, he hasn't got enough, he's just pushing him for the fun of it now. However, the UEF Commander now has the T2 and now has T2 arm and the gun. So it's even more deadly. It's a one-shot kill for Seraphim Artillery. It's a two-shot kill for the land units. So basically, it's now against the Seraphim to overcome the UEF Commander with something more. But he won't. He can't because he's got mobile. UEF Commander now has mobile missile launchers, mongooses, which are the best, which are at long range and can do significant damage if need be. Whereas you can see, the Seraphim is in quick retreat. Now, he's lost the element of surprise and the advantage in this game. He lost it a while ago. He shouldn't be upgrading to whatever he's upgrading now, which looks to be probably Nano or Raz. Let's just double check the commander. Oh, wait there, let's just double check that. Yep, looks to be Nano on his back. So he is going Nano, so it is draining him quite a bit. He isn't upgraded, so it will take a while. He should have recalled when he had the chance. So now with the UEF Commander, full T2 arm, and he's got the gun upgrade. He has actually almost regained full health now. He's only about 2,500 health away from being full again, posing a real danger to the enemy. I was mistaken about being able to build a big massive power storage on a hill. He has actually managed to do it. Congratulations to that commander. This replay was sent in by Ishii. As you can see, the Seraphim does have quite a big land army now. If you compare it to the UEF, it's probably double or triple in size. In between there. But the UEF does have its commander. And its commander can do anything you can do, but better. Pretty much. As we were seeing in the background, there is a T1 scout hovering above. As we have a look, we've got the mongooses just absolutely throwing grenades at the enemy, but now under heavy attack by the T2. So he's pulling them back with a shield. He's pulling all the units back. His commander's coming back because he knows he can't take on this many units. But he is pushing his ACU out, so he is going to let his ACU observe most of the damage, so he can try and protect his units more and better. As you can see though, he's going for the T1. T1 will do the most damage on this to you units, so he's actually doing it. But he is overseeing the T2 units, so this attack will actually come to nothing, really, because the ACU of Ishii is now double vetted. He is slowly taking out every single T2 bot. He's 10 kills away from getting vet level 3. Make that 7 kills. There we go. 5 more kills, so he's actually doing the damage here. For mongooses are really now outdated. He should be going for pillars. He isn't going for pillars. He's still trying to build mongooses. Not the best idea. Especially in close combat, because mongooses have the railgun, but it's only good at close combat now. Unfortunately. But he has successfully defeated that entire army. He's now going, right, you've done your best, now it's my turn to push against you. He wants to see, though, if there's any units in his range coming towards him. But obviously that isn't the case. So now, he's actually starting, right? I'm going to put a mongoose out there. I'm going to see how far I can get with this mongoose. But there is a T2 transport now. From the Seraphine Commander. So he has got Nano 1. So he must be going for the gun upgrade. Is he? No, he's going for the tech upgrade. It's either tech. Oh, let's have a look. Is he's wasting mass? No, he's not. He is. So he's going for the actual chrono accelerator. So he's going for the second. He's going for the best gun on the Seraphine Commander at the moment, but he doesn't have the power. I would have gone for the other gun yet, but let's have a look how this plays out. As you can see, though, the UEF Commander is actually finishing up everything in the area. So he's not gonna allow that to happen. But the Seraphine is now building T3 units. But with a lack of power, he really should have power generators surrounding his land factories, as that gives adjacency bonus and will stop him building stuff. Which we can see, though, the UEF is going to be pushing in even more. It's a mongoose army surrounded by mobile missile launchers and 2 shields, and he's going to be joined by some more now. So really, the UEF, yep, he's going for a power generator because he knows he's low on power now, so he has to do something to boost it. As you can see, the mongoose is now under severe attack, and they will start now. The mongooses will get in range and start bombarding that entire T1. But we do have a T3 mobile missile launch. T3 artillery there, as you can see. Got some nice range on it. It has just killed 3 or 4 mongooses in one shot, which is bonus. As we can see, though, the T2 transport is up to no good now. So as we watch the T2 transport, see where it goes. So, he's used the T3 tank to kill 3 T1 maxes and nothing else. So that is massive overkill there by the T3 tank. Not really needed. A T2 bot could have done that. He should, however, drop that T3 tank in the back of the UEF commander's base, as that will do just the amount more damage to him as anything else. But now the Seraphim commander is actually pushing with the T3, but he is now in full retreat for no apparent reason. He still is going for the gun upgrade on his ACU, and it's about halfway done. So this isn't looking good for the Seraphim. He's not taking risks as you normally should be. He's got the units to go and kill the mongooses, but he's actually just not doing anything at the moment. He has actually built another T3 tank, so that looks to be going around the back of Ishii's base. As you can see though, instead of pushing with a T1, he's pushing with his T3 tank, and his T3 tank has just been OC'd. So, as well as having a T2 PD in the back of his base, he's now pushing with his ACU. And the Seraphim has actually sent his transport over to T2 civilian AAs, and there's his tank there, and there's his transport firmly embedded in the side of the mountain. What a shit! That's what you got. That's what happens when you don't scout the map to find out anything. To find out these. Big fail. So he's still producing a lot of T1. With the UEF commander breaking in now, he's breaching the T1. There is a T3 bot there, which you'll probably find and OC it. And there he goes. There goes the T3 commander. There you go. It's now aimed and it's OC'd. Took out a T1 artillery there as well. So the Seraphim is really in deep shit now. The mobile missile launchers are actually quite shit in close range combat against moving units. Purely because the fact is they don't actually home in and lock on. So with the UEF commander, Tech 2, and the gun upgrade, he is now very much invincible. So the Seraphim is now starting to come into play. As you can see, the mongooses are actually doing damage to the Seraphim ACU, but because the Seraphim doesn't actually have the gun upgrade and only has the normal one, the nano is actually kind of helping his regen out a bit, but not enough to survive the onslaught of mongooses plus the UEF commander, which has got 5-star veterancy, T2, and got the gun. But he is putting up quite a big fight. Instead of rushing a T3 with one factory, he should have used the other two to go to T2 and started producing T2 bots. That was a must. It had to happen. It's one of the Seraphim's biggest offensive units of T2 bots. At that level, it does actually outclass anything the UEF has. So that would have been fantastic to outrange mongooses, because it is quite a big outranger. As you can see now, the Seraphim's back in his base, and he's probably going to try to recall now. No, he's not. So the Seraphim commander isn't actually bothered about recalling, due to the fact is he's probably got all recall on. As you can see, the UEF commander is taking about 5,000 damage, but he still is in the green. So the Seraphim commander is actually regaining about 100 HP for every 200 HP shot that the UEF does. So it's pretty much the gun is actually making the difference in this case on ACU v ACU fight. And then you got the mongoose. So he has actually started to recall now, but it's too late. And that was an auto recall you just seen, so that's a good game. That's my live cast for today. I'm actually running out of live casts, so if you've got anyone, PM me on the FAF or through the forum with the replay, and I'll get it casted as soon as possible. See you again soon.